am Divija. In November 2024, I was in Peru for my biggest travel adventure to trek Machu Picchu and visit the Amazon rainforest. In my last video, I talked about how to book and what to expect from the Amazon rainforest trip without many visuals. This video, I have all the real-time videos I took in the Amazon. After Machu Picchu trek, I took a 1-hour regional flight from Cusco to Puerto Maldonado region of the Peruvian Amazon rainforest. The resort staff picked me up from the airport. Along with a few other fellow travelers, we boarded a bus to reach the boat that takes us to our resort. This is Lake Sandoval, along which the Incatera Reserva Amazonica resort is located in the heart of the Peruvian Amazon. As we rode along the lake, we spotted wildlife. The first wildlife I spotted was the capybaras, the largest rodent in the world. You can apparently find alligators in the lake, so don't dare swim in the lake. This is the resort, and as I was walking towards my cabana, I realized the pictures on booking.com absolutely do justice to the resort. It has a restaurant, a spa, pool in the cabana. It is so beautiful and well maintained. Since it's a rainforest, it's very humid and I was sweating profusely. Before going to the cabana, we were briefed by the staff about the resort and we met our tour guide for the rest of the stay. This is my cabana. It has a beautiful canopy bed, furniture, hammock, and the best part about it is all the windows have a mesh. Perfect ventilation to breathe in pure oxygen and prevent mosquitoes from entering. But one thing you can't avoid is having insects sneak into your room, especially during nighttime. I saw many tiny insects around the lamp, but the canopy sort of acts as a shield, so it's manageable. I was reading in my bed and exploring the resort most of my afternoon on day 1. I'm a vegetarian, but I had no problem in finding amazing food here. I didn't hold back at all since it was an all-inclusive resort, and having hiked for 4 days in the mountains, I felt like I earned every carb and sugar. I ate to my heart's content. I met a family there who I shared a very good vibe with. So for the rest of the days we were there, they invited me to dine with them, plan activities with them. It was very sweet of them and it was nice to have company. Then we went in search of nocturnal creatures. As I mentioned earlier, the lake is home for caimans belonging to the alligator family. I'm terrified of alligators. Whenever I go to a lake in general, however safe it is, I think 100 times before putting my feet in them. Mornings were beautiful here. Electricity is limited though. Every night from 10:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. there is a power cut. It was November, but it was still very humid since it's a rainforest obviously. Somehow I managed it. It was bad, but not too bad. We hiked 1 mile in the jungle and stopped at a 2,000-year-old tree. We saw a capuchin monkey jumping from one tree to another, spotted so many birds sitting high up on the trees, butterflies, otters catching fish. We took a break from exploring the jungle to have some lunch. I picked up this book before my flight at the airport and I couldn't put it down at all because 1, it was very interesting. 2, I had no other source of entertainment to distract me from reading because of the lack of network there. I'm not complaining at all, but that was the most beautiful and peaceful time I had in a while. Back to the jungle in the afternoon to learn about different species of medicinal, resourceful trees, ate wild edible berries, spotted poisonous fruits, walked on 4 canopy suspension bridges. These bridges were tied to trees on both ends and they are very old, so only one person can walk on them at a time. They are very wobbly. One of the suspension bridges had a tree house at the end. We went in search of nocturnal creatures again that day, but it was tarantulas and frogs. Mostly tarantulas. They were literally in the resort, around our cabanas, on the trees in burrows. And then we stopped at another 1,000-year-plus-old tree and we shut off our flashlights, phones, mouths and listened to the jungle in pitch dark. This was the video from there. It was scary and mesmerizing at the same time. I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning, got dressed, had some snacks I had in my backpack, and we took a boat to go to a huge clay wall before sunrise for bird watching. We went to look for macaws and parakeets, which come to the clay wall every morning during sunrise to eat the clay. They do this because clay has those nutrients and minerals which are required by these birds for the day. Nature is so amazing, right? I mean, who told these birds to eat the clay to get nutrients? The tour guide arranged breakfast for us on the boat. They packed food, coffee, juices, and so much more. I had an amazing breakfast by the lake, watching colorful macaws, parakeets flying in the sky with a view of the Amazon rainforest. Sitting in the boat with the view, the wilderness, the calm, with the breeze hitting my face, I felt like the main character of a movie. Which I am. I'm the main character of my life. I was back in my cabana. I had most of my day 3 free. I got to enjoy the electricity that day because I'm out most of the day in the jungle and only get to my cabana at night when there is no electricity. I finally got to use my hammock. I just sat and read. In the process of getting a perfect picture, I fell down. This was my picture perfect moment. Our exciting afternoon excursion was to go to a creek infused with caimans. We were the only people there and mosquitoes along with caimans. Most of the caimans were like 6 feet long babies. This was my last night in the Amazon, my amazing Amazon experience. The only thing I missed here was seeing rain in the rainforest and an anaconda. I think it was for the best. I think by this time I ate everything that was vegetarian on the menu. Well, that was the end of my Amazon adventure. I flew to Lima next day, the capital of Peru, just for 24 hours. The first day I got there, I explored the city of Lima with my dorm mate who's from Brazil, who's also learning to speak English. We saw huge vultures. I've never seen one in real life. They were huge. Lima seemed fun. I wish I had a little more time to spend there. The next day I had a few hours before my flight, and so I went to the beach with my friends. Spotted so many people surfing. There were surf rentals everywhere. We sat there, we talked, and they taught me stone skipping. I got it pretty quick after a few tries. I'm a fast learner. I need more practice though. I made good friends with my dorm mates in Lima, had great conversations with them, met many interesting people during my trip in Peru, exchanged wonderful stories, shared great memories with them. I cherish my moments with people I meet in my travels, and I intend to maintain those friendships. Most of the times we do, but sometimes, life happens. I had no heart to go back home, but I had to. All the countries I travel, Peru travel is the most adventurous.